My name is Spencer Charnas, and I'm from the band Ice Nine Kills. The connection with our fan base has always been very strong. We do our best to reply to every message, every email, and we try to make the fans know that we really care about them and appreciate everything that they do for the band. So that, matched with our drive to achieve our goals, helped the band get through some very rough times. We were faced with many situations in the band's history where I'm pretty confident that if other bands were put in our position, they would have thrown in the towel and given up. But we decided that we weren't going to let anyone or anything destroy us. We eventually came to the realization that this band had to make our own luck. We would constantly get messages and emails from our fans saying how much our music has helped them and helped improve the quality of their lives, and that alone made us want to keep going and fight through all the bullshit. We always had confidence in our fan base, but when our fans came out like a real army and helped us with the contest to play the All-Stars tour, it just blew us away. We knew they were supportive, but we had no idea that it would go to this extent. This was a huge moment for the band. Once we got on that tour, we went at it from the perspective that, hey, this is our chance to really make a mark and connect with a whole new audience. So by the end of that tour, we had felt we had reached so many new listeners and reconnected with old listeners, and we took the fan base to a whole new level. So through making that connection and being inspired by that, we wanted to write new music and inspired a whole new album. So we had thought, what better way to fund that next EP than crowdfunding? So once the crowdfunding project started, our fans came out full speed and ended up doubling our initial goal, and we ended up raising over $20,000 to record. This was incredibly impressive and really reassured us that our fans would support us through anything. Many years ago, I set goals for the band, and one was to get signed by a real record label. One was to have our album readily available in stores throughout the country. One was for us to crack the Billboard Top 200. And the last one, and most special to me, was to be able to play the full Warped Tour. So due to our hard work and perseverance and incredible support of our fan base, we were able to accomplish every single one of those goals. And it feels amazing to know that all that hard work and all that struggle and rough times, in the end, it was all worth it. And I think that kind of mentality can be applied to anyone's lives. You know, if there's something that you want to do in your life, if there are goals that you have, aspirations and dreams, if you don't let the detractors and the doubters sort of break your spirit and you work hard enough, you can accomplish anything you want. One thing we really appreciate about our fan base is that they get our twisted sense of humor. If you've ever followed our band, you'd know that we have a bizarre interest in horror movies. You know, everything from our merchandise, depicting old horror movies, to our lyrics, to our album covers. You know, we really like to express that love of those films through those avenues. And it seems like our fans really get that and have responded to it. Some fans have even told us that the reason they got into horror movies was because of Ice Nine Kills. So if that's true, that makes me feel like I'm doing something right. One of the songs on the album that really sticks out to me in particular is Jonathan. Most of our songs in the past have been written from our experiences, you know, things that I've done in my life, things that the other guys in the band have gone through. But this song was written from someone else's perspective. A very good friend of mine suffers from a mitochondria disorder, and because of this, he is almost 100% blind. So in hanging out with him and getting to know him better over the last couple years, I wanted to write a song from his perspective of living a life that's literally in the dark. Although the lyrics are very depressing, there's a ray of hope that we wanted to include in the lyrical content of the song. I actually had the privilege of being with John and his father the first time they heard the song. So to actually see a piece of art that you helped create about someone and to see their reaction in real time was one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had as a musician. And I know that the song means everything to John, and it helps him find hope on a daily basis. One of the coolest things we've seen recently are fans of ours coming to our shows with lyrics and our logo tattooed on their body. You know, it's this kind of support that inspired our song, The Power in Belief. You know, the song is not only sort of a screw you to the doubters and detractors out there, but it's also very much a love letter to our fan base. The lyrics illustrate how crucial, you know, you guys have been in our success and our motivation and everything that we do. So that song is a thank you to the Ink fans. You know, we've come a long way and we've achieved the goals that we initially set out for the band, and as we've achieved those goals, we've set even higher ones. And, you know, through the continued support of our fan base and continued inspiration that they provide, the sky is the limit. We know that everything we've done to this point has so much to do with the connection that we've made with our fan base. And we hope to set an example to the people that love our band that if there are things that you want to accomplish in your life, if you work hard, if you believe in yourself, if you don't let the detractors break your spirit, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. And there's a power in belief.